I feel like you'll completely been. Basically, this guy left his wife at the airport and it kind of became a whole thing.
This triggered me.
Yeah, but it actually was triggering me.
This is literally like triggered me because I was like, I'll do this.
I have done it.
Dude, you've really done this?
Not at the airport, but like at things like lots
airport
of time.
though, like.
Dude,
this is like level message sent. I saw this before you sent this to me, and I showed this to my girl, and I go, "This is going to happen to you one day." I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not saying this is a joke.
Of course.
I said one day this is going to happen to you. I'm going to leave you.
I'm going to write an article about.
I'm going to leave you at the fucking airport because you go to get a coffee.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes before boarding, and you don't come back.
Well, this guy's already said they've missed multiple flights.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, then this time they're basically at the airport, and then she goes, "I need to go get a Starbucks," and she has to go through like leave the terminal essentially because she had to go to a specific coffee place and then miss the flight, and the guy just and then
he's texting her being like, "Hey, they're boarding," and she's like, "Oh, I'll be back when I'm back."
The guy said she won't talk to him for like he basically comes home and she's been like icing him out, like super mad at him, and it was just like, yeah. This is finally someone stood up
and
to these monsters.
He's like pretty reasonable because he's like he has a daughter from a different marriage that he was going to visit. So he's like, we're going to visit my daughter. The first time they missed the flight, couldn't go visit the daughter, lost the flight. So he's like, I'm just gonna go. You can buy another flight and meet me or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she ends up doing that, and he's like, it was fine all weekend, but then when we got back, she's like all fucking upset about it, and yeah, it's just like, I don't know, pretty normal.
Dude, I have dude, the amount of times in my life that a girl was gonna like, I'm trying to even, there's so many.
Mad.
Well, I was thinking of shows and then I'm already thinking of like three things. Like I remember like New Year's, like doing like a big show and then it was like, we'll come to the show. And then like legitimately, we're supposed to be there an hour before, and then the minute I'm getting on stage, I'm getting like phone calls being like, where is it and stuff, and then I get on stage, and then my phone's ringing on stage, and I remember being on stage trying to look at my set list, and I have this phone ringing that I keep like 19 missed calls that I kept having to like turn off on stage, and it was just like, and this is someone I've been dating for a while, being like, that like if I'm not answering, what that reason probably is, I'm at the show that you've missed.
Yeah, let me ring him 19 more times, just in case he can't hear it.
Just fucking take a breather, woman. I've actually...
Yeah.
I mean, most things nowadays, I mean, Danny actually does this. You're pretty on the thing of like, if I'm ever meeting up with you and your chick, you like come separately because you're just like, you just have it set like that.
Well, I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. I'll meet you there. She just takes so long
She's always so long, is she? Yeah.
Yeah, she's just late for everything.
But the flights,
they don't do anything though. This is the thing.
Yeah, she doesn't do anything. I go, what are you doing? Like,
what are you doing?
And like, yeah, literally.
What do you do here?
Seriously. And she's like, I don't even know really. Like, she'll even admit, she goes, I don't know. I'm just kind of puttering around. And
yeah, the worst thing I think I hate is when I'm waiting for my girl. I'm waiting for I'm ready half an hour, and then she'll be like, okay, 10 minutes, and then eventually she goes, all right, let's go. And it's like, because she's ready. Like, I've been ready. Don't tell me to let's go.
Oh.
I'm waiting for you.
The only way I ever win in this scenario is when it's a thing she wants to do. Like, it's one of her things. And then I'm like, and I don't really care.
Well,
I don't really care.
I'm watching TV.
No, I'm so, yeah. And then
you got the Al Bundy hand in.
Oh, legitimately. And then she's like, oh, I'll be ready. And I go, yeah, take your time. And then we end up just being like so fucking late for her thing. And she's like, why are we so late? And I go, I don't know.
Because
we missed a wedding. I missed a wedding before.
Oh my
Twice. God. This was it was with Jarek actually one time. We were carpooling 3 hours away to go to this wedding. And then it was just like, where are they? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm trying to get her going, blah, blah. We eventually get to the wedding and walk in after they'd already done the thing and they were just about to do the speeches. And we walk in on like the speeches and
just the whole church goes,
buddy, it's my buddy getting married and he's standing
Speak
there.
now or forever hold your peace. And then the door goes, you're there pulling her.
He just looks at me and he goes, you're just like, you're talking the wrong department.
Yeah. Yeah. Women suck.
Yeah. You should just be able to leave.
I had one where I was like, I was at the thing and we're waiting to go to this thing, but I already pulled the Danny. And then I'm scrolling through my phone and I see this bitch posted a TikTok. I was like fucking ready to throw my phone at the wall.
Some fucking nerd on these people.
I was just like, are you fucking kidding me right now?
She's just commenting on, like replying to people on TikTok. You can see her, thanks.
Flying, flying with a girl is like, because there is a lot of times you're kind of like, yo, if you're going to a weekend or whatever, sometimes you're like, that'd be a fun thing, like bring the chick, like, you know what I mean? And then like halfway through the airport, you're like, oh right, they're fucking you're on the flight and you're already just like irritated from 9 fucking things.
The only hope though is that if this ever does happen, it's gonna happen like leaving Saudi Arabia, and I'll just leave her there, and then that'll just be that.
That'd be the end of it.
There's no lesson to be learned though.
You don't even ask. You don't even find out what happened to them.
No. You just assume you're never seeing them again, and that's that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Take it into some sort of form of sex.
Yeah, it's like
slavery
it's like leaving a hat in an Uber. You just go. It is what it is. I like that hat, but
I'm not paying the $20.
I don't even know where I'd begin to track this down.
It's just like a Mets hat. I can replace it.
It was a good hat. I liked it a lot, but you know what? I'll get a new one. I'll get a new hat. A new, younger, tighter hat. Rules are rules. Again, they take your girl off you.
Shouldn't have been late.
We have locked up your girlfriend. Well, look, it's your culture, That's it.
Who am I to say?
I don't want to come across as
That shit fucking legit boiled my blood though. Reading
but
that.
I'd be mad if I missed if I was late and my girl was there and she didn't get the flight. I'd almost be mad because of like what a waste of money.
Well, but then I'd be like, well, go buy yourself a new ticket and I'll meet you wherever the fuck. But it still fucks up your trip.
Don't forget they're crying at this time.
No, yeah.
You think you're getting a level-headed call? Like, okay, I'll just buy the ticket, catch you on the flip.
No, you can't. You don't get a call. You're lounging.
That's
You've got
true.
a free seat beside you. Yeah. You're sitting on the plane having the time of your life. You're stretched out.
Yeah, you put the little. They come for drinks. You put her like table thing down. You go, 2, please.
Her favorite's a gin and tonic.
Just 2 everything, please. 2 pretzels. Just everything. Yeah.
Having the time of your life.
Just ew.
Yeah, obviously it's such a universal complaint, but it's like, it is just crazy how that does never get solved, where you're just like, hey, you're standing there for 3 hours and nothing happens.
Yeah. Need some sort of shock collar.
Yeah.
For women.
You just have to. You just lie. That's the only solution. You say the event's at.
Yeah, that's what I do. I do a lot of that.
That's just what you got to do.
Yeah, and then I do that. That is something actually I do, where I just lie about the time.
Yeah, it's the only way.
Yeah, and you'll never really get called on it because you'll never really be on time.
Well, the problem is if they show up half an hour late and then they're on time, then they can't turn around to you and be like, you told us the wrong time. Because I was like, yeah, I know. I adjusted for you. Your bad habits.
Yeah, but then like and this is like what the girl in this article said that she was all mad about, is that he's like, so sometimes I'll be like militant about getting to the airport, and then you get to the airport like an hour before the flight, and then she's just fucking complaining that she's got to spend an hour at the airport, and you're just like, well, the whole point is that you don't know. Like you don't know. It's not like fixed. It's variable how long you're gonna have. How long is it going to take? So you have to get there early in case.
Just get the this solves everything. Get a Delta Lounge membership, and then it doesn't matter how early you get there. Since I'm in the Delta, it's great. I'm always worried about getting to the airport too early, because you just never know with traffic and stuff, especially in like
of course.
a different city. But now because I'm in the lounge, I'm like, if I have an hour to kill, it's great.
Okay, free food.
Yeah, there's free food, free drinks. It's like a good like vibe just to hang out, and there's like good work area rooms.
None of the riffraff.
No.
I have a lounge.
None of the scum at fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. No. And a $28 beer. No, I'm classing it up, drinking champagne and getting some free cookies.
I got the thing for the lounge, and I went once, and they said it was full.
Oh,
really?
It does. But you just gotta wait. It's not full for long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because someone has to
long.
go catch a flight at some point. So.
Yeah, but it is. So I used to always be worried about getting there too early. Now I'm like, oh, worst case scenario, I'll just chill in the lounge for 45 minutes. Or if your flight's delayed, it's the best.
I mean,
like it.
But it's like the alternative is you miss your flight, and like that pain in the ass is the pain of missing a flight is greater than the pain of being early 10 times. Like like missing a flight sometimes is a fucking nightmare. Remember that one time we had to like go to like Atlanta to get to St. Louis?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in this situation many times.
You're always missing flights, right?
I'm always missing flights, but I've also had probably more times it's like they cancel it. Dude, me and Danny had like 2 weekends in a row, I think it was, where they sent us back home.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's insane.
Not even closer to the. It's just a waste of your time.
Yeah.